I have my pink-colored ballet shoes for more classical pieces, and then the tan-colored ones for contemporary, of course. Gotta have point shoes. These are very old. Leg warmers are a must-have. Every ballerina knows. Then I have a whole bag full of point shoe supplies because you never have enough. And ballet skirt, and definitely hairspray for sure. Bun materials. These are extras. I have so many of these. And last but not least, but the most important, is a lavender sachet thing, so it keeps the bag smelling really nice. Being a dancer means having a sort of discipline, and because there's always that, you're constantly failing and you constantly have to keep pushing forward, and there's always this kind of, you need this sort of willingness to keep going despite hard times, despite the blisters, despite the long hours, despite the scratchy costumes, and it just really, you have to power through. And I think, it's really common among all of my dancing friends. They all have this intense drive, and I think that definitely derives from that repetition of dance. Something I really love about ballet, especially as a style, is that it's kind of like you're learning the alphabet, but with different moves, and then you're just forming sentences and stories with it, like with each move. So I kind of enjoy that a lot. So I think maybe thinking about it in that way helps me piece things together. I started out dancing ballet. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was the most boring thing ever. It's just repetition and strict technique, not too much freedom. But over the years, I've really come to respect it, and how it takes so much time and effort, but it's like so rewarding at the end. People are like, oh, you do you have a social life? I'm like, yeah, the studio, The dance studio is like a total party all the time. I'd say the hardest thing about dancing is the long time commitment. And in high school and in college, there's so much going on, so much work that you have to do. And dance, in order to achieve, go on point or something, which requires a lot of strength and technique, you have to really dedicate a lot of time to it. So I'd say it's hard to balance that with schoolwork and other extracurriculars. But the thing that keeps me going back to dance is the performances, and I absolutely love the backstage energy, going on stage and hearing the applause, and definitely building a show with my friends has drawn us so close. I remember some of the poses and dance, if I'm doing Swan Lake and I'm holding the swan pose for an abnormally long time, or doing Les Sylphie and just kind of acting sad on stage, I just think back to all the hours of rehearsal. And then I look to the audience and I'm like, wow, we did it. We're a team and we've made it, and it's a very rewarding feeling. When it's an off-show season and we're not preparing for a show, it's kind of that constant grind of just going to class and doing technique all over and over again, and that's, it's kind of tough. But then once we get back into the show season, my love for dance just spikes right back up again.